I've been thinking about the things we save for later. The good dishes we don't use. The nice candle we're waiting for the right occasion to burn. The outfit still in the bag, waiting for a moment special enough to deserve it. We do this with more than dishes and candles. We do it with rest, with joy, with telling someone how we feel, with actually living the life we say we want. We keep saving it for when things calm down, for when we've earned it, for someday. So here's what I want to ask you. What are you saving yourself for? I think most of us are waiting for some version of ready. Ready enough. Secure enough. Together enough. We tell ourselves once this project is done, once this season passes, once the kids are older, once the money is right, then we'll actually start living. Then we'll take the trip. Then we'll say what we mean. Then we'll rest without guilt. And in the meantime, we treat this, right now, today, like a rehearsal for a life that hasn't started yet. Think about the last time you had something good and didn't use it, saved it, for a better moment. Think about the last time you postponed something that mattered, a conversation, a trip, a rest, because it wasn't the right time yet. I'm not saying that to make you feel bad about it. I'm saying it because most of us do this so quietly, so constantly, that we don't notice how much of life we've put on layaway. There's something strange about the way we treat later. We talk about it like it's guaranteed, like it's just sitting there, waiting for us to be ready to collect it. But later isn't a place. It's not a room down the hall you can walk into whenever you decide you're ready. Later is made of the exact same stuff as now. Ordinary days, ordinary weather, ordinary versions of you, still finding reasons to wait. If you're not living now because the timing isn't right, there's no guarantee the timing will feel more right later, even if the circumstances change. I think part of why we do this is because waiting feels safe. As long as you're preparing, you can't fail at actually living. As long as you're saving something for later, you never have to find out if now would have been enough. So we keep the good candle unlit. We keep the trip unplanned. We keep the feelings unsaid. Not because we don't want them, but because using them, saying them, living them, makes them real. And real things can be lost, or wrong, or not what we imagined. So we keep it all sealed, safe, untouched, waiting for a moment that somehow feels safer than this one. Here's what I keep coming back to. The version of you who's waiting for the right time, they're not actually protecting your life. They're postponing it. Every day you save for later is a day you didn't get to actually have. And there's no refund on that. No later date where those days come back to be lived properly, the way you meant to. The good dishes don't wait forever either. Eventually they get old sitting in the cabinet. Eventually the someday outfit doesn't fit the person you've become. Eventually the person you were saving the words for isn't there to hear them anymore. Let that sit for a moment. I'm not saying rush into everything. I'm not saying there's no such thing as good timing. But I do think it's worth asking, honestly, is this actually about timing? Or is it about fear, wearing a very patient disguise? Because not yet can sound so reasonable, so responsible, and still be, underneath it, just another way of saying, not now, because I'm afraid of what happens if I actually try. Here's what feels hopeful to me about this. You don't have to use everything you've been saving all at once. You don't have to fix your entire relationship with waiting in one day. You just have to notice one thing you've been saving and use it. Wear the outfit. Light the candle. Say the thing. Not because the moment is finally perfect, but because you decided this moment was good enough to deserve it. That's it. One small unsaving. One thing you stop postponing. I don't know what you've been saving. I don't know how long you've been waiting for the right time to actually live the way you want to. But maybe the question isn't when the right time will come. Maybe the question is simpler than that. What would it feel like to stop saving this, just this one thing, for later? Not your whole life, just one small thing you've been keeping in reserve. Maybe that's enough to start. You don't have to figure out the rest of it tonight. You just have to notice what you've been saving and ask yourself, honestly, what you're actually saving it for. Maybe you've been saving yourself for a life that's already happening.